As pilots, we need to do our weight and balance, and quite frankly, I think what happens a lot of times is we do run our weight and balance, and we have different scenarios. Fly with somebody on a regular basis that we know, we'll do this weight and balance, and we'll say, okay, that's great. And you might have another situation where you fly, say, with your family, and you have a couple of kids and a spouse, and so okay, this weight and balance is okay with this fuel load. The issue that comes into play, though, a lot of times is you go on for a long time, and then there's a wrench in the system. A passenger shows up, and they have the rather large bag, or a passenger shows up and says, oh, I thought it'd be okay if I brought my nephew on the trip. So it's those unanticipated things that happen. Do we remain somewhat apathetical and just say, oh, it'll be okay? Or do we take time to say, okay, this is a unique situation, one of those gotchas. Let's do a weight and balance just to make sure. The great thing about the electronic age is that there are a lot of apps that you can get on your phone that have weight and balance computations, and you can do various weight and balances and changes, and it's really not that work intensive. Some of you might need be just to crack open the old Pilot's Operating Handbook and do your weight and balance from there. The message here is if there's anything that unusual that comes up, make sure you do that weight and balance, and heck, use that technology to make it easier, and it will be fast and efficient and won't hold you up but for maybe a minute or two. That way you'll be sure that you're really safe. Lastly, I wanted to bring up the issue of changing weight and balance as you fly. The fuel burn that you have will change your weight and balance from the beginning of the flight, of course, and then the end. In some aircraft, it's usually a very normal protocol and suggested to do both of those weight and balances, even maybe a initial one, a midpoint, and an ending one. Again, with those electronic programs, it's very easy to do that. In our smaller aircraft that maybe you might think, we don't really need it, it's going to be okay. Well, as a great review, you might want to do a weight and balance at the beginning and end, just to kind of refresh and get you back in the mode and to step up your safety a little bit. Some aircraft are very sensitive to weight and balance, and it does require you to do those. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. Like we say, with summertime, we have high density altitude. It's hot and it's humid. If you're flying from a high elevation airport, watch your weight and balance, because that'll definitely affect your performance and flying capability. So be safe out there and have fun flying around. And if you have an air conditioner in your aircraft, I'm really jealous. Until next time, TC Freeman with wingsofun.com.